All right, friends, it's T-Man, and I'm back with a video Q&A, I guess you could call it. You know who you are. We've been talking. It's Alterdestiny1. Yes, Alterdestiny1. I really like your videos, even though I like some of these YouTube channels. Well, I don't dislike them. They're entertaining. I wouldn't take everything seriously. Take everything with a grain of salt. It is entertainment for purposes only. Anyways, the entire YouTube. Try to figure it out. But have you made a dedicated video on myofibriller training? Have I made one dedicated? On my old channel, I had several, yeah. I'm always curious about it. I'm like, I wonder if it's out yet. Yeah, I put segments in my videos. I talk about it. I reveal things because I'm just making videos on lifting slaves. Um, yeah, it's interesting. Myofibriller training is interesting. It is. I know you always reference it, and in my defense, it's been a long day, but I'm really wondering if there's a dedicated video on your channel about it. Not on this channel, there isn't. I wouldn't say dedicated, but I would say there's segments in my videos on it. About it yet, you're very smart. I don't know if I'm smart, bro. I'm not smart, okay? I'm not smart at all. I rely on my experiences. And when I get enough experiences, I'm able to find the answers. That's how I do it. That's all. I'm the least smart person that's out there in the world. Trust me. But when you look up smart, the definition of smart in, I guess you would say, the dictionary, it says somebody who knows how to manipulate their environment. It doesn't say educated people. Some of the stupid people I know are educated. All right? That's why they're stupid. I once spoke with a lawyer. He works in an office for the government. He makes 160. He now makes 160 after so many years. He makes 160,000 a year. Okay. So he makes 160. He's not making more. He's not making less. He's paying a lot of taxes on it. And he gets to live like in a prison, in an office, up in the sky in a building. And the rest of the time he spends in traffic going home. To who knows, to a wife, a second-rate wife who he doesn't like. And she made him a bunch of kids and made him into a slave, like a supporter. He's been made a supporter. You understand me? And so he has to hobble back to this fucking office, living that nightmare over and over again. And me, I lived in Mexico for 10 years. I have a nice life, okay? I've done pretty much whatever I want to do. I don't need a job. If you're looking for, if you want a job, go to work. Or if you're looking for money, go make money. I think people out there are ignorant to the fact that they don't understand how reality really truly works. But anyways, okay. I love the giving other channels crap, and I'm probably on that sarcoplasmic train myself. I want to know what you know. You want to know what I know? I'll tell you this. Everything works as an adaptation process. The reason why your body gives you muscle growth the first time you come in the gym, because it doesn't want you to build any more muscle. It adapts you. It gives you that muscle so it can adapt you so you don't grow any more muscle. They call it the repeated bout effect phenomenon. Have you ever read it? Well, look it up in NCBI PubMed. The repeated bout effect phenomenon protects muscle from a repeated bout of damage. Why is that? Because it gave you damage, so that it gave you damage the first time you came in the gym. You call it newbie gains, so that it can adapt to not giving you any more damage. You understand me? It doesn't want to damage muscle fibers. Muscles grow through damage, but your muscle adapts by damaging it the first time, so now it's resilient from getting damaged through the repeated bout effect phenomena. You get it? Yeah. They call it an adaptation process. That's why everybody's complaining in the gym that they're not building muscle, because it's an adaptation process, like it says in the repeated bout effect phenomena. It says this is an adaptation process. But people are not listening because they're too stupid to listen. They don't want to listen. They want to speak and give out they want me to corroborate their fake beliefs and stupidity. But I'm not willing to sacrifice how should I put it, my self-respect to fucking confirm their fake fucking beliefs. Get it, man? You understand me? Let their fake gurus confirm their fake beliefs, because that's what they want to hear. So they're all telling them what they want to hear. confirming their fake beliefs. Me personally, I don't like fake beliefs, nothing. I like stuff that's real. I'm a realist. I live in the real world, not the fantasy world. I do see in from nature. I could see you have to be able to look from nature into the fake world, and then the fake world back out into nature, how it truly works. How does nature work, and how does this artificial world work called man's world? You understand me? How does the body work in nature? You think it works the way it does in this artificial world you live in, this prison, this enslavement camp? They've enslaved you. How have these people enslaved you? It's easy. They have addicted you to their products. That's how. And now you don't want to go back to nature. You want to live in this godforsaken place and never enjoy yourself. Yeah, I think people they're so gone. They don't understand. Money doesn't exist. Jobs don't exist. Your position, school, books, they don't exist. They're all fake. They're all fabricated by man. They're not made in nature. Nature's free. There's no taxes. You understand me? That's why animals are smarter than human beings. They don't have jobs. You understand me? No animal has a job, and no animal carries a passport or adheres to man's laws. They do whatever they want. They roam the planet and go wherever they want. Unless, of course, man will destroys the entire planet because they're crazy. Not even an animal would destroy their environment. But man is so insane. They didn't destroy their own fucking. They destroy the planet because they're stupid. You understand what stupid is and smart? See, you'll say that an animal is stupid, and you'll say a human being is smart. Well, I think that animals are a lot smarter than human beings. You get it? So there you go. Anyway, so this guy writes me. I know this guy Steve. Sometimes he writes me some some weird stuff. I don't know. As a genetic beast enthusiast, I believe it boils down to this. Well, I don't know if you're enthusiast, bro, because I've read some of your the comments. They're kind of like, I don't know. I don't know if you're for me, against me, or what the fuck. In frequent training, usually 1 week between training a muscle, often longer. It should be long enough for you to get soreness. And man, it's bro. Soreness is DOMS is just an indicator. Like I brought out. Look, you could read DOMS Part 1, okay? PubMed. It's just an indicator as to these ultrastructural muscle injuries that you're getting. I can tell you this: unaccustomed, untrained, unfamiliar forms get this damaged, and it can only be done periodically and not chronically. If you are a chronic lifter, those adaptations you get will be through androgen receptor strength, okay? Androgen receptors, which are responsible for the strength but not the mass of the limb muscles. So you get more of these androgen receptors, they widen, you get more of them, the androgens bind to it, giving you more of that force production in the gym as a chronic lifter. So you have more chances as a chronic lifter to get adaptations in those types of adaptations. But you'll never build a muscle doing that. I guarantee you. Getting a stronger through chemical strength is not going to get you a bigger. That's why they say myocytic androgen receptor controls the strength but not the mass of the limb muscles. It can't control the mass. What controls the mass? Hypertrophy does. But there's all kinds of different hypertrophies. Always put them in my community section. Are you familiar what is transient hypertrophy? That's a type of hypertrophy. Transient. Are you familiar with sarcoplasmic? Are you familiar? There's all kinds of different ways. There's some people who say there's three types of I don't know, hypertrophy, and they'll say muscle damage, they'll say mechanical tension, and something else there. But that's bullshit stuff, man. That's not what hypertrophy. Hypertrophy just means something's getting bigger, but it could get bigger through fluid, through density, fibers. How much you're getting damaged in a gym, I can't tell you. If you were to get damaged, what would be that damage? Is it minor or severe? If it's severe damage, massive, then you get more myofibrillars, plus the cracks in the domes will fill up. But if it's just minor, it will just be the cracks in the domes. You get a donation of these nuclei. They synthesize protein. Without them, you can't further that domain, the MND size domain, okay? Because it reached a ceiling limit when you were 15. It reaches another ceiling limit when you come in the first time through an adaptation, because it's the protective effect through the repeated bout effect phenomenon. It's an adaptation process to protect muscle from damaging. But the way you build muscle is through damage. Real muscle. Get it? But it's protected. It's an adaptation. It's a protection. So you don't get damaged. Yeah, and if you do get damaged, the signs are restricted movements, pain, whatever, a whole bunch of stuff, okay? Weakness, reduced force capacity, blah, blah, blah. So let's see what else this guy here says here. Frequent exercise rotation. There's no frequent. Emphasize on the eccentric portion of the lift. No. The only time you want to emphasize if you're damaging muscles on eccentric portion is because it's the short range of the motion that you're focused on. The shorter the range, the more heavier you can lift. Think about it. Let's say I put a stack of weight with, let's say we use a cable machine, all right? And it says they're 250 pounds. Okay, you try to do the whole stack and try to do the full range. You can't do it. You can't bring the full range up to your chest doing your biceps, right? Okay, but you notice that you could do it partially, the whole stack, but you could do it repetitively, partially, focusing more on the lengthening part of the eccentric portion instead of focusing on bringing it all the way up, the concentric part. So you're focusing on the eccentric, so you're bringing up its partial motion eccentric movements, and they're rapid. Okay, so he says emphasize on eccentric portion of the lift or eccentric only training. Eccentric only training is very complicated. It's negative training. And I'm not willing to talk about that, how it works. Lengthened, biased lifts would work well for this. No, lengthened. Yeah, lengthened, that's the eccentric part. Look, like I said, short range allows you to lift heavier and allowing you to get more adaptations. So when you get these damaged fibers, the weaker ones, because you lifted heavier and they were weaker, they get bigger, better, stronger, and faster. So now when you come back to lift that 250 pounds, you'll be able to do the concentric and the eccentric this time. But if you want another adaptation, then you're going to have to go lift even heavier. You understand me? Every time. High rep, heavy weight, high repetition. Okay? Let's just put it that way. As many as possible. That's bodybuilding. Very high animal protein intake such as eggs and red meat. I would say protein synthesis needs to exceed that breakdown once you get those damages, because you'll get an apoptosis in the muscle and you'll actually lose muscle fibers instead of growing them. They're now dead. They're damaged. It'll come out and clean up the dead tissue, and it'll start rebuilding new tissue on top of the dead tissue, and you'll get more of whatever was there. Approximately 5 sets per muscle per session. I would say you could do 5 sets for every movement for every session. I don't know. There's the side delt, there's the press, there's the fly, there's close grip, there's, I don't know, there's a whole bunch of things you could do for shoulders. I do as many as possible, so 5, 5, 5, 5, 5 of, I don't know, 12, 20 repetitions, depends. All right, per session. Obviously, adjust as needed, and that would be your entire upper body. Why? Because repeated butt effect phenomena. That's why you want to do your entire upper body. When muscles start getting damaged, they start shifting into type 1. They protect themselves. They don't want to get damaged. That's the adaptation process, duh. I don't personally train like this, nor do I think it is the best way to train for myofibriller hypertrophy. But it is no, the best way to train for it is to injure muscle fibers. If they're not injured, they're not growing, okay? But if you want to equipment with it, knock yourself out. Yeah, okay, stay the way you are, Steve. Don't do anything. Be comfortable and get the pump, okay? And get sarcoplasmic hypertrophy. If you're comfortable in life, you can't be successful, okay? That's why the most successful people are those who move into the realm of being uncomfortable. You're too comfortable, so you can't achieve your goals. So forget you. I will gladly start from the top chronological order. Like I said that it's revealed in my videos, okay, that I'm making. That is fun, actually. It's like a little puzzle. You could say it's a puzzle. You'll figure it out eventually. I don't know. Maybe you will, maybe you won't. I'll see you in the next video. Think about that. Like, subscribe, support the channel, comment down below. It helps with the algorithm. Yeah, you posted this under Lifting Slave. Shares the keys to always making, you know who, making the gains. Alpha, Destiny, Alex, Leonidas. He's a real goof. Faker of sophistication, I say. The problem with him is he's faking to be smart. I don't need to fake anything. I just do what I think is right. That's all. I'll see you in the next one. Ciao, man.